And we're live.
Oh, we're live.
We're live. Fancy that. Anyway, as you were saying about the Louis Armstrong album.
Yeah. Our good friend Mike has had some VCLT from Simon, and it's the album you showed last week on my live stream, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
That
was the original I showed.
Yeah. So I went and found it today on YouTube. I've sat here at the desk. Oh, I know. I'll go and fire it up. Before it played through my phone, Bluetooth it over to the amp, and really cranked it up.
It's a lovely album. It really is. It is excellent.
The combination of his wonderful voice, and then when he plays that trombone, trumpet,
it's at that perfect time where I think he was at his peak. You know, that great song, "What a Wonderful World," and I think it was shortly after the Bond one. If that Bond one made that album, it'll be even better. But
yeah, that he died. There's a performance of him doing that. So I think I said last week, and I think within 3 months, Louis passed away.
Yeah, I know he did. Yeah,
but What a Wonderful World is just a lovely song.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a lovely song.
It's not just one of the iconic songs of the 60s, is it? It's one of the iconic songs of the 20th century.
Brother is a great song. You know, some of the deep cuts on there. The Home Fire, terrific song. It's a really good album. It's one of my favorites.
I was well impressed.
yeah, and it's out there in charity shops for £1 or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I did have a look because obviously I've been into town this afternoon. Those are very
I know where you're going with this. You were out looking for records for this thread, weren't you?
No, I sat here this morning doing that my Steel Ice Band Day, and it was warm, and I thought, oh, my hair's getting on my nerves. So, and I was walking back to the bus station, I have to pass a charity shop, so I went in, and I didn't see anything saw lots of James Last.
Oh, you would, yeah, definitely.
What was it? James Last, Bert Camford.
Yeah.
And who else was the one today? There was one Connie Francis album, but it looked like someone had the dinner on it, because I was going to get that, obviously, you know, but it was.
You're right, Richard.
Hi, Richard. So I didn't get it in the end. So, but it seems it's James Last and all these you remember the Pickwick label?
Yeah, the budget label.
Yeah, you got 20 Golden Country Greats. Yeah. And they're all the songs about the wife leaving him and leaving him with his dog. Them sort of country songs, which I'm not a great fan of. I'm sorry.
No. It's you do get some pretty good stuff on the Pickwick. There's some quality recordings on there.
I've got one.
The budget label, you know.
I mean, I've got that Status Quo compilation of songs from their first 2 albums, and I picked that up. Although I didn't buy it when it was new, I think I paid $2.99 for that in 1980 something.
1980.
So you know, a couple of quid, you're not going to grumble, are you?
No.
I was always looking for a bargain then.
Really? Even back then?
Even back then, you're going to...
Well, what would be a bargain? What, 20p, 50p?
If you... Well, when we start showing, one of the first albums I show is going to be one that I got in a sale. They used to do record sales like just after Christmas, and this album, they'd be on selected albums, basically ones they couldn't shift.
Right.
And instead of being $4.99, there'd be $2.99. There could be anything from $1.99 up to $3.99.
Yeah, I've got a few with the $4.99, so we're looking at kind of like early 80s on onwards, you know, our price labels, Smith's labels, Woolworths,
Yeah.
yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we used to. I mean, Saturday afternoons. We it was a trail. We went the same route every Saturday afternoon. We'd go to the furthest one first, and then work our way back. And
Just to clarify, it's not like everything we can find for under £10. This is kind of more aimed at when records cost XX amount, you know. So we're looking kind of going back into time, sort of like 70s, 80s, and onwards of those types of records. But we can kind of bend the rules a little bit for some things.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Right.
Hi, Richard.
Hello.
How are we doing?
It's Friday. It's hot. It is clouding up. I figured, hey, it's YouTube time.
Yeah, it's Friday night.
Oh,
Friday. Oh, well, look at this. Lots of beer around tonight. Good health.
Here's to you, Richard.
cheers. Happy Friday.
Well, I played a Slade album that I haven't put on for a long time. Whatever happened to Slade?
Haven't heard that one.
Well, it's 1977. It's pretty good. It was good to listen to it again. I picked up my because I took my iPod because I've been out today, and I was flicking through it and I thought, oh, let's find some Slade, because what Slade I haven't got an album is on my iPod. So right, boom, turned it up and away we went. You can't play Slade quiet.
No, it's illegal.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Rocky.
Yeah, Richard's saying hello. You've had all your treats. Now go and lay down. Yes, it's 2 nights on the trot. I do apologise.
This is just a bit of fun we're having, really, with this topic.
Yeah.
We're not going too serious, so it's just a bit of fun and a bit of a discussion and a bit of show and tell, and of course a beer.
And a beer because it's Friday.
Lots of it. Yeah.
This is one of these fruity beers. It's really nice.
How many records do you have then, Ian?
How many? Oh, loads. This was just. There we go.
Oh, geez. That's about how many I found.
I literally just went. I mean, I found this is one of the easiest picks I had to do, because it was just, what do we have? That one.
Well, you're going to have some stories, aren't you, Ian? So I think you go first.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
As Simon, me and Simon was saying about that we used to have, especially after Christmas, they'd have sales.
True.
So anything from $4.99 was the standard. So anything from $1.99 up to $3.99 was in the sale. So the first Saturday after Christmas, we would all pile into town with our Christmas money and would come back with buckets of stuff. Yes. And vouchers and all that. We'd go and spend them all on records. There was about 3 of us, and we used to do that all the time. So my first pick is actually that I got would have been Christmas '86. And it's Eric Clapton's August album.
Oh, yeah, I've got that.
Yeah, it's got tearing apart behind the mask. It's the way that you use it. Now, I picked up this for a massive £2.99.
Wow.
Brand new.
Brand new. Yes, it's still got the seal on. I mean, it's got its sticker on still.
That's probably his most commercial album I think he's ever done, is it not?
Yeah, I mean, I like the 3 singles on it, and that's the.
I do. It's not a bad album either.
No, it isn't a bad album. I think Phil Collins drums on it.
Yeah, I think you're right. It does.
Yeah. So, would I've paid $4.99 for it in the day? Probably not. But at $2.99, you're not going to say nah.
Yes, Deb. It is behind the mask.
It is, Zeb. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I brought it. So that is why I got that.
Yeah.
£2.99 of my money.
Bargain.
And it plays lovely still, and I do love this album, although it's commercial and very mid-80s. The guitar work from Eric on it is just damn fine.
I've got that copy, and I've got a 12-inch single off that album, which has a really good B-side on it. It's really, really good. I'll have to dig it out a bit later on.
I mean, look at that picture of the man in '86.
I know. So young and healthy back then.
Yeah, there's some great pictures of Eric. You know, people are a bit surprised that I've got this one, but it was a bargain.
Yeah, it's a good album.
It is a good album. I don't know how much it goes on Discogs for today. Probably
it's not worth much. It's not worth that much.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth a thing. But for me, bargain of '86.
Bargain of that particular year. Yeah.
Yes.
It would be, and all.
So there we are.
Right, Richard.
I'm up.
You're right.
Now, realize, I think I'm older than the two of you, but I would say I could have gone. Well, I went through this stack over here. That one there. That's my older stuff. My newer stuff is elsewhere. Anything I bought prior to 1990 probably fits this bill because records pretty much cost. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so it's like $8.99, but now it's like if you want an OG copy of Fill in the Blank, it's going to cost you stupid money, and this would be an example of it. So this came out in 85, 86? Because I saw
86, yeah.
Yeah, and I saw them on this tour too. The tickets for the concert were only like $15. I want to say the album was like list priced at $7.98, if that. I think I got it for $6.99 back then. So I mean, this is my Sammy fix for Van Halen because I was over the moon for the fact that Sammy Hagar was in Van Halen. It's like because I was a huge fan of both. Now I got my favorite singer with one of my favorite bands. Yeah, there you go. Check it out. So yeah, I mean, it's an amazing album, and this OG copy is pretty. I'm not going to say I played it a lot, but I played it a lot.
Yeah,
but it was
this is OG as well.
Cool.
I brought it. I heard What Is Love. Loved the beginning of that.
I know what is. Yeah, that one.
And I thought, no. What's the one on here?
No. Oh, why can't this be love?
Why can't this be love? Then I heard Dreams.
Dreams is amazing. Dreams is a fantastic song.
Yeah. So I heard that. I watched it on MTV, and I thought, do I buy the single? Couldn't find the single, so I went and brought the album. $4.99. Thank you very much. Jobs are good. And it is one of
price wise, it's about the same.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a great album, isn't it?
It's a great album. It was a great tour because Sammy was on, young and on fire. The band was firing on all cylinders. They were just amped to get a new gig going, and it was a lot of. This was a fun album. Yeah. Same back cover. Woohoo! Same barcode.
So this is it. There's the American and the British pressing OGs of 5150.
Is there any differences between the two presidents?
Shall we look? Pull the label out. Let's go.
Same inlay cover, look, and the lyrics.
Okay, that's the same on mine. Yep.
They are the same, aren't they?
Yeah. Warner Brothers label. Yeah.
It's nice to have an OG of a Van Halen, and especially the very first Sammy Hagar one.
100%. But yeah, that was. But now, I mean, a copy of this as an OG now, yes, they reissued it, so that's kind of impacted prices. Now, you probably, people are pricing this depending on the condition, 20, if not more. So
yeah, I think I saw this on this in pounds. This is. I think I saw this for 22 quid, and I've seen it on eBay for 15.
yeah, I mean, condition is everything, especially, but still.
Oh, that was when I
This
first got my hi-fi, my new one. That was about the 4th album I put on. Just for that, hello, babe.
Hello, baby.
And oh yeah, we'll have a bit of that.
Album openers that just crush. That does.
There's something for a future one, Simon. The first track you put on of a new album that blew you away.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, that'd be up there, wouldn't it? Definitely.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I do have a modernish record. I'm not going to show it. I'll just tell you what it is. I picked up Keen Hopes and Fears a few years back for £10. But that was kind of like an online retailer, and it's not really quite the same, It's, we're kind of more aiming this at like high street shops and that kind of thing, back in the day.
Still a good price, though, isn't it?
So yeah, it is a price, isn't it? Considering, yeah, I know.
I think I paid that for the CD.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe my luck. I was just looking for it and just bang, £10. Like, yeah, bang, take it. But start off with this, the best of Buddy Holly. It was the price sticker on there, $2.99. Make myself big here, aren't I? You're not going to see it.
$2.99.
Our price. You know what? I kind of like the pricing labels on records, and I expect you're a purist. Probably, I don't know if they would or not, but I kind of do because it gives it a bit more of a timestamp. It gives it a bit more. I don't know. It's a little bit more genuine. Like someone brought this. It's not plain and generic and stuff without it. It gives it a little bit of something. And the reason I picked this up because my dad had this on cassette, and he used to play it in the car quite a lot when I was like really young. And so when I saw it on vinyl, I thought, you know what, I want to get that and sort of give it a listen and reflect on that kind of family times, because a lot of this is nostalgic, isn't it?
Exactly.
So I picked this up for. I mean, it was a charity shop find, I think. It might have been. It might even be an eBay purchase. I can't remember now. It's probably so many years ago. But back in the day, this was $2.99 from our price. So it's got to be an '80s pressing, hasn't it? I mean,
yeah, I think that one was. I had it on CD. Buddy Lives.
Pickwick on the back.
Yeah,
we'll just
you're
talk
not
about
going to go far wrong. So I'm always on the hunt for a Buddy Holly Greatest Hits album.
I've got quite a few of them. I don't know what to do with. Maybe I'll send you one.
My dad's not one of my dad's heroes. Buddy Holly was. Buddy Holly, Eddie Cochran, and Dwayne Eddy because my dad's a guitar player.
Yeah, so, I particularly like Buddy Holly and Eddie Cochran. Not too much Elvis and like the rest of them really.
My dad was more that and the Everly Brothers as well.
I like the Everlys.
Yeah, my dad's got the album with them on the back of the motorbike.
I think I've got an Everly too.
Original pressing.
Yeah, I've got an Everly.
There we go.
An original, and he's got the Buddy Holly, the album that is the picture of him.
Where we got the price sticker right there. £1.99.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Special price. So what year would have that been for $1.99? Early 80s? possibly.
It could be even 70s, mate.
I would say 70s.
Yeah, could be. Yeah. Anyway, Everly's.
Yeah, I think my dad's got a Dwayne Eddy, the biggest twang, and it's still got the price ticker on it. I think it's 33 and 6.
That's what I've got on one of mine.
Yeah, which is
Before-
roughly, I think, about in modern money, about 180.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That would be pre-decimalisation, so that would have been before 71, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
So going back a bit.
going
Wow.
back a bit.
Yes. I do have. Where is my rare? 1 second. I've got it somewhere.
My mother tried explaining old money to me because she grew up in 40s and 50s Britain, and I could not make sense of pence and shillings, and it was like, what the hell?
I don't get it either. I don't understand it. Elephant Gerard sings the Cole Porter songbook.
Nice.
And right
Very
on
nice.
there, a very strict price of 36 and 6.
Wow.
So
That would have been that would have been, it's 180, but that would have been a lot of money.
this is the Valve label, isn't it? It's that's quite an expensive record, I would have thought, back in the day.
Yes.
Gorgeous album. I would love that.
So it's I know it's an old album. I think it came out in the 50s, but I'm not sure of what age this pressing is. But it's got to be pretty old, isn't it? I mean, like beyond 71, that's quite old, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, possibly a 60s pressing, maybe. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, it looks like it's a great shape for its age.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is very good. Let's have a look. Let's get. It's a gatefold.
Ooh.
And this is the rather nice.
Oh, that's in excellent condition. That
Yeah,
is.
Yeah, looks amazing.
Yeah, excellent.
Wow.
Side 2. There you go. Got to put these away now. That's the only problem with doing this, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Over to you, Ian.
Right. So 1984, big year in rock. Deep Purple reformed.
True.
And very excited about this. So Rainbow, where Richie and Roger were, hurriedly put together the final vinyl.
Oh, nice.
This is from 1984, and it is a double album. And it's basically a live album from stretching way back to the days of Ronnie James Dio. So you've got on here Spotlight Kid and I Surrender, Mistreated, Jealous Lover, which is a studio, Can't Happen Here, Tearing Out My Heart, Since You've Been Gone, Difficult to Cure, the orchestral version. Now, being a double album, it costs brand new $7.99.
Bargain.
And it has got the family tree in this, which I have put somewhere safe because it's from 1984. I want to keep it. But yeah, this was supposed to be the last album from Rainbow, and I still love it today. $7.99 for a double album in 1984.
Is it a live album?
It's a live album apart from 2 tracks. It's got from the Ronnie days. You've got Man on the Silver Mountain and Long Live Rock and Roll. And there's a lovely bit where Ronnie goes, "We're supposed to be here singing Long Live Rock and Roll, not go home and have a beer." The power. Yeah, once this come out, everyone wanted to go and get it because we thought that's the end of Rainbow, but we're going to get Deep Purple. Whoa!
You want to explain to Nick?
We are showing albums for less than a tenner that we brought basically back in the day. Like this one here, Nick. This is a double album from 1984, $7.99. Thank you very much. See, I don't know how much this is worth. Probably tuppence halfpenny now, but to me, it's gold. It's pure gold for me because it's got Richie Blackmore on it and it's got Ronnie James Dio. So yeah, I do love this album.
What does it matter what it's worth if it means everything to you? You know.
Yeah, this is. You know, I love Rainbow. So, and do you know what? It's got that old smell to it.
Wait till tomorrow. That's all I want to say. Yeah, wait till tomorrow.
Yeah. Aged well. Not like its owner.
Nick says, I only remember 2 songs by Rainbow.
Probably Since You've Been Gone, I Surrender.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Over to you then, Richard. Have you got
Alrighty, sure.
anything to show us?
Now, keep in mind, like I said, this is mostly stuff that I picked up when I was, college years, if not high school years, whatnot. So I was an early aficionado of U2. And their first album, Boy, got released to kind of lukewarm acclaim in America. But as you may or may not know, it came out on a different album cover, which is either the inner sleeve or the gatefold of Boy UK.
It is.
Okay, so I have a later pressing of the original Boy cover, which I think was a Record Store Day thing or something. But this is the Island US OG Boy from 19 whatever the hell it was. I remember this costing next to nothing. That's the old purple Island label.
I want that.
It's 1980, I think.
Yeah. So I bought this I'll say about a year after it came out. I was a bigger fan around October and beyond. But the inner has lyrics, and the Boy cover is on the inner. So it's kind of the opposite of the UK version. Strange.
Yeah,
Go figure.
I got the UK.
Yeah, this listed fairly cheaply. I want to say it was like $6.99. It was nothing back in the day, and I remember this sitting in my local record shop, which was like halfway across town from where I was growing up, and it just sat there and sat there and sat there, and I'm like, is anybody ever going to buy this? So after I bought October for about the same price, I also picked up the OG Boy, and so I still have both.
Yeah,
This
October.
October is the older of the 2, isn't it?
Yes, the second album. It's very underrated.
Blue Island. I love October. October is a fantastic album.
It's a fairly inexpensive album, October. You can get it up to like £10-15, don't you?
Yeah.
It's not too expensive.
Originally, these ran about $6 or $7. I love this one because it was like, I'm not going to say U2 became pretentious, but in a way they did. This was a band coming to their own and kind of figuring out what their sound was all about before the big one came out and War.
Yeah.
And again, this was like a $7, maybe $8 album by that time, because by that time they were established in worldwide as a band.
That one's more expensive, the album, out of the 2, isn't it?
I would say, yeah.
Yeah. These days.
It's one of my favourite U2 albums, that is.
Yeah, it's a good album.
Yeah. People gripe and moan about U2 mostly because of Bono and his, posturing and every time I clap my hands, there you go. Every time I clap my hands, a child dies thing. I'm like,
look at this cassette.
It's
how nice this is.
Amazing. Very nice.
Yeah. This is a car boot find from a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Nice cassette, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You find a lot of these foreign ones, the cassettes are really nice. They're not all like clear like the UK and like Europe. You know, they're like, just boring and generic. They actually have a bit of colour and a bit of quality to them. You know. There you go.
So
Right.
I mean, that's like, I mean, even my copy of Joshua Tree is in a pile for another stream, but I think my Joshua Tree was even less than $8, brand new, and I have that OG too.
Yeah. So,
I'm not bragging, guys. I'm just old.
There's an OG of Joshua Tree, brought on day of release in the UK.
I think I bought mine on the day of release too.
Because I was going to see them at the Cardiff Arms Park on this tour, so I wanted to have the new album before I went. So I went and ordered it.
3 copies of that on album on vinyl.
Yeah, this is an original. It's a bit battered now because it has been played.
I love that album. It's terrific.
Yeah, it's a great album.
It's a
I love that
fantastic album. And you know, so when I went to see them, I knew all the tracks on this by then. I mean, it's got this is you get a lyric sheet, the pictures.
Yeah,
This is what I love about albums. You get all this to look at while you're listening to it.
exactly.
Yeah, it's so tangible, isn't it? Vinyl.
Yeah, I mean, considering this has been played to death over the years, look at that. It's still in.
Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah,
That is.
Good shape.
It is. I love. You know, and it sounds there's hardly any surface scratch on that at all. It just sounds wonderful. So there we go. I thought I was going to show that later, but as we was on a U2 thing, I thought it was appropriate to show.
yeah. I saw them on that tour too. That was the first time I saw U2, and I was just in tears. It was just emotionally overwhelming. It's like I finally got to see U2. It was
Yes. Unfortunately, I'll tell you why it's a little bit battered. My record collection got involved in a house fire.
ooh.
And the firemen saved every one of my albums.
Really?
So
Apparently they saw the albums and they brought it out. That 2 of them just brought them out, and he said, he said to me, "Are these yours?" He says, "Yeah." He said, "Your albums are safe. We've pulled them out."
Yeah, sometimes the CD cover is slightly different. I have noticed. Yeah.
So some of them are a little bit where they've put water and they got a bit damaged, but I don't care. That album, they've got stories.
It's personal to you, isn't it? You know, you bought that and owned it for a long time. You know, it survived a house fire. Yeah. You know. So what did they do? The firemen just come out with your records, did they?
Yeah, they did. They just literally come out because it was. I didn't. It wasn't as. They just literally brought it out in the cabinet.
Right.
And when they brought it in, because people in the say where the fire was in my mum's, it was where all my records were.
Yeah.
So they got that out.
Yep.
And then my next door neighbour put it in his garage.
yeah, CD cover art. Yeah, it is a little different.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. I think the older ones are. I think the represses of those on CD are.
And this is an original because I bought this about the same time I bought the vinyl. I
Yeah.
was starting to make that move over. There's my concert ticket for you on that tour in, let's see if I can get that focused in a bit better. St. Paul, which is the twin city of Minneapolis, St. Paul. It cost $17.50 to see U2.
I think I paid £12.
Wow.
I mean, T-shirt cost me £6.
I have the T-shirt too. It was a white one and it has like the Joshua Tree, kind of something like this down the side of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing good come out of that fire, I got a spanking new stereo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And you rescued all your vinyl. Whew.
Yeah, them to me, them firemen were heroes. But they did say that they were record collectors as well.
You could tell.
Yeah, sod
Save the vinyl.
Save the vinyl. Forget
That's a great T-shirt with a big flame coming out. Save the vinyl.
Right, I've got a record here which I'm not sure I should show, but I'm going to show it anyway.
Oh, show it.
You're going to be surprised with this. It's Jimmy Savile's Time Travels.
Oy vey.
And we got...
Lose that at a fire. Jeez.
I don't mind losing this in the fire. I can live with that. We got a Woolworths £2.25 price sticker over here. There. Yeah, £2.25 on the old Music to Pleasure label. Pretty much a budget label, wasn't it? Music to Pleasure, but they still have some pretty good stuff on their label. So yeah, 1964. We've also got 1962, and I think I got 63. Great year this was, I think, in the 60s. You look at that, the Beatles, She Loves You, Jerry and the Pacemakers, How Do You Do It, Billy J. Kramer, Do You Want to Know a Secret, Freddie and the Dreamers, if you're gonna make a fool of somebody, The Hollies, Stay. I mean, these are great songs. What a great year this was. The Swinging Blue Jeans, Johnny Kidd and the Pirates, I'll Never Get Over You, The Foremost, Hello Little Girl, The Shadows, Foot Tapper, Cliff Richards, Summer Holiday, Bobby V, The Night Has a Thousand Eyes, Buddy Holly, yeah, even 63, Buddy Holly had a UK release. Yeah. Brown Eyed Handsome Man, that's a terrific song. Eddie Cochran, My Way, The Crickets, My Little Girl, obviously Crickets still going strong even after Buddy Holly's death. Brenda Lee, All Alone I Am, Tommy Rowe, the folk singer. We've got Wipeout, we've got Beach Boys, Surfing USA. Yeah. Pipeline, and is that Mr. Bassman or Bassman? Not quite familiar with that one, but great stuff. Great year. And still, you know, what's in a name? What's in a name?
Yeah, 63. I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah. Ian, what you got?
Well, I'm actually going to show something I don't very rarely share, and that's the Greatest Hits album. But I got this one when it came out, when a certain band played at Reading. There's a stand-in for Ozzy and went down a storm. So someone in the Slade camp says, "Let's get another Greatest Hits out." And I didn't buy it at the time because I don't buy Greatest Hits albums by Slade. But about 3 years later, again in a record style.
Oh wow!
You don't see that very often.
No, do you know how much this cost me?
A couple of quid.
Couple of quid.
Yeah.
I mean, what we got on here, it's all the classics. It's got Come On, Feel the Noise, My Friend Stan, Far, Far Away, Because I Love You, Every Day, Thanks for the Memory, The Banging Man, Squeeze Me, Please Me, Mama, We're All Crazy, Look What You've Done, Take Me Home, Call It Quits, Merry Christmas, How Does It Feel, Get Down, Get With It, and Goodbye to Jane. Not a bad little compilation, is it? A couple of quid.
No, not at all.
No, you know.
Yeah, they got those songs out, that band, didn't they? They really did.
I mean, that's obviously from the would have been the Rose Gallery sort of time because it's the very 80s. But as you say, I've not seen this out anywhere.
No, I can't say I have either.
No, I don't know what can it. I think it's on Polydor, so it's actually it's an official Slade album. So yeah, I thought that was a bargain.
bargain and a half. Well done.
Yeah, when I looked at what was on it, and I thought, well, it's got the banging, you know, it hasn't got all the usuals. Well, I do play it. I love playing this. You know, I want a bit of Slade on, not an album, just all the hits. You know, if you go to Roggy T doesn't hate Slade. He can't. He lives in the same house as me. Yeah, so I had to show that one. I think that's the only greatest hits I've got to show tonight.
I've got a few comps and things, but I don't think I have a greatest hits as such. I'm just having a look. No greatest hits. Richard, how you doing?
I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention. Now, why is it the minute your live stream start or any live stream starts, you get 500 text messages, Instagram notifications, and God knows what else? Like, phone, just leave me alone. I should have left it in the room.
No, you're right.
Oh, this one has some provenance, but I'm going to start with the newer one first. I remember the day I bought AC/DC's Back in Black because I bought it. My father was in the U.S. Air Force, and we were stationed on a military base up in North Dakota. And you go to the BX, and the prices were generally a little bit cheaper than they were retail downtown, if you will. So I picked up Back in Black. I think it was $5.25, brand new. This is that copy. Played the living daylights out of this album. Gotta show that. Hello, boys. Never seen AC/DC live. It just never happened, but I do love that Silver Atlantic.
Classic album.
Yeah, I brought that on. I had that on cassette as a lad, and that cost me $2.99 when it came out.
And this was their huge album. And, you know, I'm not going to say it got expensive, but anyway. So backtrack. I got AC/DC's Back in Black was my first AC/DC album, and then I started looking back. I picked up Highway to Hell. I knew about Highway to Hell. I just didn't own it. So I actually have two copies. So one copy is my original. Can't remember what I paid for it, but I picked this up at a record fair not too long ago, and I love the fact that it has price tags on it. So originally $7.99, on sale for $5.95.
Oh, bargain.
I want to say I paid about maybe $8 tops for this. It's in better condition than my original, so I was like, why not? Can you have two copies of Highway to Hell? Hell yes, you can. So yeah, I have two copies of Highway to Hell. I'm pretty sure this is an OG because it came in a absolute blank sleeve, which I think my other one did too, and it's just on box standard Atlantic. But yeah. Sorry, kids. These were cheap back in the day. I mean, you compare money to money, it's probably about the same price. This is probably a $20 album then and now.
Yeah.
But still, two classics. Still love them, and I still play them.
They are. Yeah. They are indeed. Right, going for something a little bit different. The Now albums. I've got two Now albums here. We got Now 15, which came out in 1989. We got an price label on there for get lined up properly. $7.99 with a double sticker suggesting it's a double album.
Yeah.
And I also got this Now 20, which came out in 1991. So with the very same labels, that apart from this being $9.99. So the likelihood, like back in the day, these two albums could have been sat by next to each other, in the shop. One being $9.99, being the latest one at the time, and the slightly more older one, $7.99. So there you go. There's the difference. Subtle differences between the two. That's 2 years between the two. So that one was a few quid more. But,
Still, you can't go wrong with those, and they still crank those out, don't they?
yeah, they do. Yeah. I've got a load of them. I think I've got 1 to 20. Pretty sure I have. So yeah, I kind of thinking, do I need to continue collecting them? How far do we go here? Because it starts getting expensive in the 20s and 30s. It's a bit much. But I don't know. I don't know what to do. I might get rid of them. I'm not sure. I can't make up my mind yet. So we'll see.
It depends on what's on them, I guess. If it's a year of music, you're like, God, I wouldn't listen to this
Yeah,
if I wanted to. But
I kind of more sort of would like to hold on for this one because it's 90s, so it's a little bit more my era, and it's a little bit more expensive as well. I don't know what to do, but for the meantime,
but if you were to find those in like a thrift store, what would they run? Next to nothing, or
it's hard to say because each charity shops are different.
Yeah, the first one goes for, because it was the very first one.
Yeah,
it does go. It's quite.
But like number 18 or something.
Yeah, but when I think the first 5 or 6 are really like rare now.
Yeah.
So you don't see them. Obviously, you see loads at record fairs and that, but you never see 1 to 4 or, you don't see them first 4 now albums.
No.
If you do,
yeah, money.
I've got them. I don't know what to do with them. I might get rid of them, but I'm not sure. I might keep hold of them for a little bit longer. Anyway, Ian, over to you, my old mate.
Right, again, another big year. I think it was late '86. Pink Floyd said, "We're getting back together. We're going to make an album. We're going to go on tour." So we went and got tickets. So we had that thing that we had to get the new album before we saw them. So yeah, we all went out and brought this on day of release. A momentary lapse of reason. Not the best Pink Floyd album when I think of it now, but at the time, it was the best thing since sliced bread, But I do love the cover.
It is good.
Yeah. I mean, the bed. I mean, I saw them at Wembley Stadium, the old Wembley Stadium. A bed come down from one part down to the stage.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's okay album. I've got fond memories of it because of the time and what it meant to us at the time. When you get I was in my 20s, and you keep seeing bits of clips of Pink Floyd and listening to old Pink Floyd, but to get a new Pink Floyd album was something else.
Yeah,
because we had Roger Waters and Dave Gilmour do their own stuff, so you sort of accepted that. But an album that says Pink Floyd on it was something special for us then.
I never really had you down for a Pink Floyd fan. I suppose maybe that particular record at the time meant more to you.
Yeah, I think it was just a very special time because a lot, with that Deep Purple reform as well, and they have another great band that we listen to, like Dark Side of the Moon. We used to listen to that all the time in the summer on a cassette. But to actually, go and see them, and they opened up with "Shine On You Crazy Diamond." To hear that, it just freaked us all out. It really did. You thought, it was pinching yourself time because you're hearing that lovely guitar of Dave Gilmour. And all the dry ice on stage, and Richard Wright. Oh, it's just brilliant. But now I look at this album, go, it's not the best album, but to me, it's a very special album, and always will be.
Exactly, it's going to be something you're not going to get rid of just because of the memories and the nostalgia attached to it. We grew up in that era of these things coming out brand new. Which is a very, very different feeling from going to a record fair and finding it as a new fan of an old band.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. It's just that I do play it. I do like to play it now and again because, I mean, I love Sorrow. I think Sorrow is brilliant. So yeah.
Sometimes, like, the best albums can get a little bit tiresome, can't they? After several times of listening to them over the years, and sometimes a lesser album is a bit more easy on the ears. It's a bit more. You can accept it a little bit more easy, and you can sort of, take it in a bit more without thinking, "Oh God, it's that same song again from."
Exactly.
It's just a little bit. I mean, I've got a few of those a few albums which I go to, which aren't the best, but I like them. They're more subtle. They're a bit more softer.
And I feel that way about like bands like Rush, where their early albums have their charm and their classics, but some of those mid-years albums that people kind of go, oh, they're not that great. But if you listen to them, you find gems. And I'm glad I have like almost every Rush album just for that reason. It's like, I want to listen to Counterparts, and nobody talks about Counterparts on the VC. It's a great album, but
it's a very underrated album. It was the
first
proper rock album for a long time. It got a little bit more grunt. I mean, for me, it's Permanent Waves. The Spirit of Radio. That is and then Signals with Subdivision on it. That song, I love that song. I love that video.
And the bass line, where it just thunders out of your system. It's so
I had that as my ringtone on my phone.
Did you really?
I mean, I don't think it's got one of Neil's best drumming, because people have tried to emulate that, and no one can do it.
Yeah, it's one of those songs I love. Yeah, Subdivision just has like all those little. It's like the sum of its parts, and you can take the parts apart and go, "Wow, this is really interesting." Yeah, Signals is a great album. What's the count? Is it Countdown? The last song on Signals, where it's the space shuttle taking off or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's such a great song. But people don't talk about Signals or Hold Your Fire or some of those.
Or
Grace Under Pressure. Yeah. I know
I've got a great bootleg.
Love that album.
Yeah, I've got a great bootleg concert from that tour.
Oh, nice.
It really is good. They play it's basically all the album live, but it is just super. I think it is. They're albums that just sit there. That when you look at it in the greater picture, they're not their best albums, but
you're like me, you grew up with them, and they mean something, not because you're a completist of Moving Pictures was the first Rush album I picked up because I was absolutely in love with what was on that album. And Moving Pictures is still one of my favorite Rush albums, but I still like visiting all of those. I love Permanent Waves. That's a great album.
Now, the Spirit of Radio. Yeah, he likes a bit of Rush. Now, Spirit of Radio has got a real fond memory for me, because I had a back operation and I was on the kids ward, and obviously I'd got all my tapes. And one of my nurses, I even remember her name. Her name was Linda, and she was a proper rock chick. I mean, I was 14. I think she was about 19, 20, but she was a proper rock chick. And she came in one day and she put together the Knicks tape for me. And the first track on there was Spirit of Radio.
Oh, geez. Wow.
She just put a full 60-minute tape full of her favourite songs. She says, I know you'll like these. And there was stuff like that, got Rainbow on there, Iron Maiden. Saxon, Diamond Head's "Am I Evil?"
Oh,
Long
wow.
before Metallica done it. That was the first. I said I love this because it was a new album then, back in 1981. It hadn't been out long, and I love a bit of that. It was just
There is something when you buy a brand new album, then it gives it a little bit more. You feel a little bit more connected with it, you know. Not all in all case, not everything you buy, but some things, you know. Like you were saying about that album, Ian. Like, I've got a few Danny Warhol's CDs here, you know.
yeah.
And you know, this one is probably considered their more successful commercial one. But shortly after that came out, they released "Welcome to the Monkey House," which probably wasn't like it's not their best album, but I like it. You know, this is for me out of these albums. This is the one I go to. You know, and I'm not certain why it's not got any kind of big hits on here. The album just seems to flow nicely. You know, I like some of the deep cuts. It's a bit more mellow. It's a bit more chilled out. You know, and I think that's why I enjoy it more, because it's just a bit more easier to on the ear. You know, it's a bit more acceptable to speak. You know?
Or is it because it didn't have all the hits that you heard on the radio ad nauseum?
That as well. Well. Yeah,
and I think that's like we were talking about with Rush. Those albums that didn't get played to death on the radio are some of the ones I like listening to because they weren't played to death on the radio.
Exactly. It just gives you a different avenue to go to. You know, where you can hear the band you like without the songs which are constantly played. You know. So that is one of the albums I relate to, like you do, Ian and Richard.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, go slightly off topic. We got Billy Joel's 52nd Street.
Great album.
Fantastic album.
We have a price tag of £4.49.
Pence, excellent.
£4.49. Smith's. So, yeah, there you go. £4.49. Can't argue with that.
What's the big song out there? I'm trying to remember.
We got Big Shot, Honestly, My Life, Stiletto, Rosalinda's Eyes, Half a Mile Away, Into the Night, Second Street, of course. So,
good one. Yeah, Big Shot was big off that. I remember that.
Yeah. There you go. When they were, I can't say when they were cheap because they weren't cheap back then, but they sound cheap.
Whose turn is it? I can't remember.
I just showed Pink Floyd, and then we diverged into
into a Rushathon.
Yeah.
I'm going to show, okay. I'm going to show an album I distinctly remember buying new because I was over the moon when I knew, and I was finally sold on this is like one of the greatest 80s bands ever. And I'm pretty sure I bought this either the day or the week it came out. And that's the Smiths' Queen is Dead.
Yeah, it's a great album.
Yeah, great album, but I'm going to ballpark guess. I think it was like $6.99 or $7.99 tops when it came out. I don't know how it compares to the UK edition, but gatefold on the inside, the famous picture of the Smiths, but this is on the Sire label. And were they on Parlophone in the UK? I can't remember. But yeah, that. And I have 2 copies of this, but this is my OG. I found another one just because it was it was also under $10 if I remember found it at a record fair, and it's like, why are you getting rid of this for like $8? I'll buy it. I don't care if I have 2 copies of The Queen is Dead. It's a great album. But I mean, how many hits off of this album? Holy buckets. The Queen is Dead. Another one of those stomping openers that absolutely sell you on the album. I Love Cemetery Gates. Big Mouth was a single. The Boy with the Thorn in His Side. There's a Light That Never Goes Out. It's like, become a gothic anthem for a lot. Some girls are bigger than others. It's packed with hits, and it is a fantastic album.
It is. I first picked that up on cassette, and I thought, this is brilliant. When I got it with vinyl, pretty much not long after.
But yeah, it's another one that was like that, because that was the whole era of CDs were starting to ramp up. I was like, oh, I got to get this on CD. Well, I have that too. So,
yeah. I suppose back then in the 80s, people were getting rid of their record collections, weren't they? And buying
they were.
CDs,
Yeah, in droves. Well, and that's the other thing, talking about buying things for $10, 10 pounds and under. When CDs first came out, they were stupidly expensive. I remember them being like, $16, $17 a piece. And people were like, oh my God, I got to get, Dark Side of the Moon on CD. And it was crazily expensive. But then everything kind of, how the economy works, it just kind of all leveled out. And then records got really cheap.
Even in the 90s, they were like £12, weren't they, Ian? Yeah, CDs.
Yeah, they were pretty pricey.
Yeah. Kind of went up and down, don't they? Right. I'm gonna go next. I think you're.
Yeah,
like,
I think Keith Nibs needs the wee. So come in. Come on.
Go see Rock.
Right then, we have a copy of.
You got that for under 10 pounds? Holy crap!
The £7.49.
That is nuts.
Crazy, isn't it? Crazy.
Crazy.
I paid less than the original figure. Can you believe that?
Oh my God!
I paid 49 pence for this in a charity shop.
That's insane. That's the bargain of the day.
I know.
You nearly died.
Best bargain I've ever had, ever. And the same charity shop I went to, they had 2 Echo and the Bunnyman albums as well, for the same price. And I think both of them were partly in their shrink. It's like, wow, I know that immaculate condition. Yeah, there you go. £7.49 back in, I guess, 87 and onwards.
That is awesome. I bought that on CD when it came out, but never picked it up on album until the reissue, like even a few years ago. What a brilliant album. I mean, Joy Division Substance and New Order Substance are essential. You must have one or both.
Yeah. I picked both up on CD as well later on.
Yeah. Did you hear how much you paid for that New Order Substance, Ian?
No, I didn't. Because I was.
Tell him.
Original price of £7.49.
Jeez.
I paid 49p for this in a charity shop 4, 5, 6 years ago.
That is. Someone didn't know what they'd got, had they?
No. Yeah. They also, on the same day in the same shop, they had 2 Echo and the Bunnymen albums, and they were like near mint condition partly in their shrink, which I bought for the same price for 49p. I've never had anything like that before in the past, where I've come into gold and paid such a pittance for. That was one of the best ever.
I can't show them now because I brought them in Leeds, but I went in the 10, £12 for 4, and I ended up buying ELP's triple album. It was in there as part of that. So I actually picked up, was it 8 albums for
Jeez.
Yeah, a triple album in the, unbelievable, isn't it?
This is getting competitive.
It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be.
I think Simon wins so far. Jesus, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Takes some beating, that does. I don't think I'll ever do that again. But who knows? Live in hope. Anyway, you sorted now, Ian, with the dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm now going to show the very first double album I ever bought.
Okay.
And it was a Christmas. I had a voucher for Boots. So I went to the record department, as you do, and I paid $6.99 for this.
Whoa.
Bringing out the big guns now.
Yeah, this is the first live album that Queen brought out from 1979. This come out, so it would have been Christmas 79 ish, something like that. First double album I ever bought. I mean, I'd had Out of the Blue as a Christmas present, but you can't count that because I didn't buy it. But this, I brought with my own money.
That is a fantastic live album. It's so good.
It's raw. I mean, it opens up with the fast version of We Will Rock You.
Yes.
Let Me Entertain You, Death on Two Legs, Killer Queen, Bicycle Race, I'm in Love with My Car, Get Down Mate Love, which is brilliant live. You're My Best Friend, Now I'm Here, Dreamer's Ball, the best version of Love of My Life. It's better than the Wembley one.
Love of my life.
39, Keep Yourself Alive, Don't Stop Me Now, Spread Your Rings, Brighton Rock with the full guitar solo for Mr. May. Then we get Bohemian, Tie Your Mother Down, Sheer Heart Attack, We Will Rock You, and We Are the Champions.
Stellar.
I consider this a better live album than Live at Wembley. This is absolutely brilliant. It's got a raw sound to it, and they were phenomenal. I would have loved to have seen them at this time.
Can you imagine seeing them at that time? I would have been like beside myself.
Yeah, I mean, this was a band in poetry in motion at the time.
Yes.
They were at the top of their game. You know, I think a lot of this is from the jazz tour.
Mm-hmm.
So this is when I'd consider the last of the great albums, and this it's just a pure. I mean, I've seen it on Discogs. Some people are selling it at 20 quid, but if you want an OG, you're looking at 60 odd quid for this.
Wow, that's crazy.
And I paid $6.99, and I brought some singles just to make it up to because they don't give change with vouchers. Yeah. You basically bought some, and then I brought some singles just to make. Yeah, so yeah, I'm quite proud of that. That's my very first double album I ever bought with my own. Well, we was a gift, but I actually walked into a shop and brought it.
Mm-hmm. Well done, you. That's awesome.
Yeah. I do. I mean, if I show Queen, I always show something a bit special.
I remember the first time I heard that, I think I bought, I mean, our libraries around here sometimes had records that you could borrow and play. And I distinctly remember checking that out from the library, playing it. It's just like, I have to get this album. It is so good.
And I'll tell you what, I've heard it on, the CD version. You just can't beat this.
No,
How much did you pay for that, Ian?
What?
How much did you pay for that?
With a Boots voucher for Christmas.
Right.
So it was free.
It was free, but it's I've shown it because it cost me £6.99. But in 1979, that was
Money. Yeah.
How much is it worth now?
I've seen it on Dishouse. They say it's lowest they've sold it is 20, and it's up to 68. I think.
Right, fair bit then.
Yeah, but this is an OG, definitely OG. It hadn't been out long when I bought it, but there we go. Live Killers, the best lit Queen live album ever.
Agreed.
There you go. Right, it's Richard's turn, isn't it?
It's my turn. Yay! All right, we have to go down Gary Newman territory just because
we have to.
You have to. Quick backtrack. The first thing I ever owned from Gary Newman was the Cars single, and Nick very kindly sent me a brand new one because mine seemed to have vanished from the face of the earth. And Nick, if you're watching, thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I played that the other day and I was just like, oh my God, this is brand new. It looks like it's never been played. Anyway, I heard Cars. I saw Gary Newman on Saturday Night Live and I went, I need this album. I have to get it. So again, we lived on the Air Force Base and went to the BX, and lo and behold, they had the Pleasure Principle for the incredibly low price of it was probably $5.25. Who knows? But this is my OG, and this is the not Beggar's Banquet, but Atco label for the United States. He was on Atco in the US for several years and then he got dropped. But still, what a phenomenal album. So, what, $5 for this? Then, okay, now I didn't realize that Gary Newman had an album out already. So I had to go find replicas and found that downtown. And it was a little bit more expensive. I think it cost $6.99. Give or take. So this again, my OG replicas, same cover as the UK.
I see your record there. It's got Gary Newman on there instead of.
Yes, it does. If you look super
my one doesn't. Mine was just got Two Boy Army.
Yeah,
exactly. It's originally just Two Boy Army. I have the UK reissue that just has Two Boy Army. So yeah. We figured this, I think this actually got released in the United States after this. So they put the Gary Newman on it. So people didn't know who the hell Two Way Army was. What a fantastic album. I fell in love with this more so than Pleasure Principle because I played Our Friends Electric to death, probably to the annoyance of my parents because I played it really freaking loud too.
Well, you can't play it quiet.
It's such a milestone of a song, though, isn't it?
Yeah. And so, and then I even backtracked again, and then I got the first Two Way Army album, which is very punky and very not later Newman-like at all. It has crunchy guitars and all that, which is also a fantastic album. That sold me on being a Gary Newman completist, and I'm damn close to being one. So.
I got a few of theirs, but a few of his, but not that many.
Yeah, reorganized my CD collection because I was purging just stuff. I was like, I don't play these. Got rid of about 100 and some CDs. Right over there, those two columns down there, if I can angle this down, those two shelves right there are all Gary Newman CDs. It's 120 some.
Do you put your records away alphabetically?
Yes.
So do you put your Two Way Army with your Gary Newman records, or do you keep them separate in your tees?
Right. In this case, it's with Gary Newman just because it has to be next to Pleasure Principle, or it's just wrong.
You get away with it with that one.
Yes, right. There's some latitude with some things.
There is. Right, going back to the record I sent Mike, my other copy, I have two copies. Louis Armstrong, What a Wonderful World, does have a price tag of £1.25. And Ellis, does anyone know Ellis? Not anything I know. There's a store out there back in the day. Could have been anywhere really, or anything. But
Could be.
£1.25. So, and this is a great album, as we've spoken about. So there you go. Hello, I'm on my own. All right, let's wait for the others. We also got Cheap Trick by Dream Police, $3.99. Bit of an old tatty copy, but thankfully the record still plays. So yeah, back in the day, $3.99 for this, and pretty sure. Well, no, it's a UK copy. It's a UK copy. Also have the copy of I Remember Tommy, Frank Sinatra, arranged and conducted by Cy Oliver on the Reprise label.
Oh, that's a good album, that is.
Yeah, and we got a price later on this for $4.99 at Music Inn. So that's probably going to be a record shop somewhere which existed somewhere in the UK. God knows where. So yeah, thank you, Music Inn. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have had this record. Yeah.
Right. This was a bit of a history-making album. Not who it was, what the album was, but what it was recorded. It's a DMM recording.
Oh, I love. They're good.
DMM.
DMM, digital.
Blasting.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was 1984's The Discovery in the Lake by Mike Oldfield. And I brought it because it was Mike Oldfield. It doesn't matter if I've never heard it. It comes out, you go and buy it without listening to it, you know. And you did notice the difference.
You do.
You do.
And you do today. I had this on not last week because I hadn't played it since. I thought I better put this on. I thought, does it still got that great sound? Boy, does it.
They were trying to up their game in the record industry to compete with CDs. So
yeah,
they
Mike Oldfield was a bit of an innovation for DMM. This album is brilliant. It's a great album. I mean, it's got Poison Arrows on, which is absolutely fantastic. Once again, you got, Mike Oldfield at the time, all the albums around the edge, pictures of the thing. You can tell the first thing I noticed when I got this out back in the day, the difference. Look.
Yeah.
It's crisp, isn't it?
And I'll tell you what, that is as crisp as from the day I brought it.
Yeah, they are. They're made so well, those DMMs.
Yeah, I mean, this is 41 years old.
Yeah, and it's worth hanging on to over any other copy, I think.
Yeah, I've seen on DMM copies of this on Discogs going for £80-90.
I believe it. Yeah.
Because they did do them in ordinary vinyl, but I managed to get a DMM version, and I paid $4.99 for it.
Bargain. Yeah.
DMMs were interesting, and there was a lot of singular pressings of like Supertramp albums. And I think there's a Styx one that I have, and yes, they sound absolutely fantastic, without exception. All of them sound super.
Yeah, I got a few here actually, right next to me. DMMs. Alan Parsons project.
Oh
yeah. He was another one that was really.
He was another advocate, wasn't he?
Yes, he was a very strong.
Yeah, I think with that kind of quieter music as well, you kind of it sounds better. You know, it's a bit more nuanced, a bit more sort of quieter. You know, you can take it in and listen to it a bit easier. And this one as well.
Oh, it's a great album, that is.
This is a really good album. I didn't realise how good of an album this was actually when I brought it. But I listened to it a few times. I thought, you know, this is a really, really good album.
It
I was
is.
really, really impressed with it. So yeah, Ammonia Avenue. Pick this one up. Now I've got to somehow get that back in the queue, and it's pretty tight, I can tell you.
Yeah, the ones I just put it to one side, and I shall put them back at my leisure.
Yeah, that's what I do. All right, is it my turn?
Your turn.
Do you want new wave or metal?
New wave.
Yeah,
New
let's
wave.
have some new wave. Yeah.
Okay, I could do that. I bought this the week it came out. Sugar Cubes, Life's Too Good. Stellar album. This is, the arrival of Bjork and company. And
So your doorbell, Richard?
say what? Yeah, that was my doorbell. I'm choosing to ignore it because I have no idea who it is and I don't really care.
It might be a delivery for records.
It could be, but I don't think it is because my Beatles mono box isn't coming until Sunday.
Oh, wow.
If it's here already, I would be freaking shocked. But anyway, I love this. Is my favorite of the Bjork era Sugar Cubes before they, got weird. My biggest gripe is, the guy Einer or whatever his name is just he kind of ruins it for me. Anyway, this came out brand new. I want $6.99 if it was that much. It might have been on sale, but who knows? Love the cover art, love the album, love their videos. All things Sugar Cubes, I am all over. But I'm glad to have this. I have 2 copies of this. One I have framed. It's hanging in another room. But I probably found this at a record fair for stupid money because a lot of people are like, oh, nobody wants this. Now, however many years on, oh my God, Sugar Cubes, that's Bjork. It's worth something. And then they charge, stupid money.
At heart, arm and a leg for it. But there's someone that's got an interesting career, Bjork.
Oh, big time.
I thought she was fantastic.
Yeah, there's some of her solo stuff. I saw her at Red Rocks. It was an interesting show, but it was like Vespertine era Bjork, which is very different from post and her earlier stuff. And
I mean, I love Choir. I think that's so jazz, isn't it? That is,
it really is.
But she did diverse music, didn't you? You just didn't know what you was going to get from her.
Yeah,
is that
exactly.
true? Is that true?
No, they did not.
No.
That's a joke.
K-Tel, it was let's get as many tracks on the album as we can.
Yeah.
I know we'll edit it as well.
They didn't cut them, wouldn't they, just to make them fit? Crushed in there.
Yeah. And then K-Tel albums, they'd move in the wind. Like that thing.
All right, I'll be back. I'm going to go see if there's something at the door. I don't know. So hang on.
You might be your box set, mate.
You never know.
Right, I'll go then next, Ian. So we got a copy here of Nat King Cole, the best of Nat King Cole, and it's $2.99. Only special offer, $2.99 at HMV. Look at that label. How much clearer and bigger than that, do they?
No, I think I brought that for my nan, for a Christmas present.
You could well have done.
Back
Do you remember what year? So I reckon it might be late 70s.
I would say, it was, because obviously, I didn't know she liked Nat King Cole, and it was, your dad takes in this town, what can I get Nan? And she's all, get her an LP. I don't know what to get her. I know what you can get her, and that is the one I got her.
This is volume 2. This is volume 1.
Yeah. And my nan used to play that all the time.
I have that album.
Yeah, it's quite a common one, really. $2.99 at WMMV. Sorry, HMV. Yeah, I like a bit of Nat King Cole.
I like Nat King Cole. We'll talk about somebody who's, you see a lot of Nat King Cole stuff in thrift stores and whatever, and usually they're played to death, but still. I love it when I found the original Nat King Cole album that my mother used to play all the time in a thrift store for $1.99. And it kind of takes me back to listening to that. So I'm glad I have it. But
That's a great silky voice, but these records don't sell, do they? They don't really sell, do they? They just stay in shops, in the sort of budget, cheap section. No one wants that. Yeah. Anyway, Ian.
So what did you say you paid? 49 pence for an album?
For that New Order one, yeah.
Yeah, I can beat that.
Wow.
No.
It is getting competitive. You're right, Richard.
Yeah,
it is.
And this is Black Rose, which is one of the albums Gary Moore played on. It's the one that's got Waiting for an Alibi on it, S&M, and of course Black Rose. Now, I was helping at our youth club, was part of the church, so there was a jumble sale, and we're sorting it out. And our youth club leader, one of them said, "Ian, you like this heavy stuff, don't you?" I went, "Yeah." He says, "Yeah, take that. We're not going to sell that."
Wow.
So I had this for Sweet Fanny Adams.
Is that an expensive record?
Well, no, it would have been, $4.99 at the time, but I'll take anything free.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when it's a Thin Lizzy album, and it's got the sticker telling it "Futures Waiting for an Alibi," and Sarah, you go for that. So there we go.
Is it worth anything now?
I don't know. I've never really looked up. Well, the cover's great. Great pictures of the band. You got to think, and it's on. Of course, it's on there. Vertigo.
Of course. Oh, yeah. But it's not a Vertigo swirl. Oh,
yeah, well, there it is. It's got a swirl on, which happened to be Vertigo's logo. So there is no such thing as Vertigo swirl. It's just a gimmicky thing they did. So
tell it to that one channel that goes around looking for nothing but Vertigo swirls, and that's all they do.
No, I have told him.
All right, I'm actually going to give points to Simon for his New Order because I think an OG copy of that New Order substance might be worth a little bit more than that Thin Lizzy.
Yes, sorry. I would say so, but you're not going to say no as a 12-year-old, 12, 13-year-old. Do you want an album? Yeah.
But what you pay for it, you beat me. So we'll let you have that at least.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Metal time. What do you think an original Ozzy Bark at the Moon goes for nowadays?
I wouldn't know.
25 quid?
I would guess.
I get it. Yeah.
So this is an original Ozzy Bark at the Moon. It is in stupidly nice condition. It is also, I thought this was on Epic. Maybe this is different. CBS Associated. Is this a UK edition? I don't know.
It looks could be. It looks rather smart, doesn't it?
Literally bought this from one of the last record fairs I went to, and this was in their $5 bin. And I was like, gimme. So now looking at that label and going, it might be a UK edition in a US cover, possibly.
Possibly.
Do I care? No.
No.
So yeah, good Ozzy album. I used to have Diary of the Madman on vinyl, and I have no idea where the hell it went. So I love both of those early Ozzy solo things. Never was a big Black Sabbath boy, me. I have Paranoid that I got from Vinyl Me Please back in the day. But as far as Black Sabbath goes, well, I'll take that back. I have Mob Rules on CD and a best of Black Sabbath on CD. That's all. I don't have a crap load of Black Sabbath Ozzy.
Paranoid, I've got Greatest Hits, and they're both beat up.
And that does us well. We're fine. So,
but they work just about. They just about play. Right, more records for funny prices. We got Diana, £4.29.
Ooh, that's a bargain. Good album too.
Bargain, yeah. Bargain at £4.29 there.
Yeah, 1980, I think this came out. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
She looked good in the 80s.
She did, didn't she? She did. So, yeah, you probably realise that it's a one long picture sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Inside as well.
She survived the disco era really, really well because she kind of morphed with it. And
she did.
For her.
She did. And it's not a bad record.
That's the one with I'm Coming Up on it, right? I'm coming up.
Yeah.
Big hit. It is, yeah.
Big hit, wasn't it? Especially in America.
Oh, it was huge. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who's next? Is it Ian?
Yeah, I'm doing some heavy metal.
Yona, far away.
A mini LP. Because there's only 6 tracks on. Dio, Intermission. It's a little live album, a limited edition. And on the back, I don't know if you say, it was also available on chrome tape.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a blast from the past.
Yeah, I've got the postcards, but I don't keep them in here. All these sort of things are kept in a little box, safe, so I don't ruin them. It's got King of Rock and Roll, Rainbow in the Dark, Sacred Heart, Time to Burn, Rock and Roll Children, which has got bits of Long Live Rock and Roll and We Rock. It came out after the Sacred Heart. I'll tell you what, I have not seen this about. You go through Dio piles at record fairs, and there's never ever see this with that sticker on it.
You don't often see Dio in general, to be honest with you.
No, this came out in 1986, and it cost me $2.99.
Bargain that.
That is a bargain.
$2.99. Yeah,
that might be worth some money. That one.
No, if anyone's watching, does anyone know that's worth any? Probably not, but it's an original. Because I brought Sacred Heart, and then when this came out, I went and brought it without hearing it. I did go. I have actually seen him when he supported Alice Cooper, and a brilliant gig that was. So I did see the great man before he left us so soon. It would be amazing. Would they have invited him to, if he was alive, to Ozzy's in Birmingham? Sharon probably wouldn't have done.
Sharon would have booted him out. Get out!
Yeah, because he's a better singer than Ozzy.
It probably still would be, frighteningly, but
yeah. I mean, when I saw him, he was just brilliant. You know, the hands were going, and I mean, the beauty of that he was on for well over an hour, which is not you expect with a support act. You got Rainbow songs, you got Black Sabbath, and you got Dio.
What do you want?
No, and there was there was nothing off his current albums. This was just a pure nostalgia.
That would have been wonderful. Yes, please.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're in for a good night when he comes out and then they open up with Tarot Woman. Oh, well, yeah, we're in for a good night, and they ended with Heaven and Hell.
All right, I think I'm up, right?
Yeah.
All right, I am going to do a 3-fer because I can. I got into Blondie with Heart of Glass. Bought the 12-inch single of Heart of Glass before I bought Parallel Lines for, whoops, wrong one, sorry. There it is, hi, $5.98.
Let you bake 1 second.
Good luck. Oh, you can make me big? Thank you. All right. I don't know if these are any different from UK.
No, that looks very UK-ish, yeah.
Yeah, and same inners.
Yeah.
Probably the same label.
Chrysalis, yeah.
All right. Anyway, yeah, $5, give or take. This is one of the ones where when Heart of Glass and one way or another were huge. This would be on sale at Kmart or whatever for $5. So I got that. Then I got my absolutely favorite Blondie album of all time, Eat to the Beat, for about the same price when this came out. I prefer this one over Parallel Lines just for its consistency. Dreaming, The Hardest Part, Union City Blues, Shy Like, Eat to the Beat, and Actions Never Happen is like a solid side one for this one. Then same thing happened with Auto American because I love this album too. And except for that song, you know which one I'm talking about.
Yes.
And it's not. I don't have song listings. Oh, there it is. Rapture. I don't mind Rapture. I don't prefer Rapture. Unlike Angels on the Balcony, Auto American is more my jam. But still, another $6 album. Blondie albums sell for stupid money now.
I think they're even more with Feb not passing away. It's not going to happen anymore, will it? So.
Oh, and Debbie Harry passes. Oh dear. So.
Yeah, so it's not, they're going to.
I never got into Debbie Harry's solo stuff. I tried.
I didn't.
Yeah, it didn't do anything for me. I'm just like, okay. But then I saw them on the Pollinator tour. Everybody with Blondie. It was Garbage opened and Blondie headlined. It was a great show. And Debbie Harry nailed it. And she was in her mid-70s at the time then. So good for her.
How many records did you show there? 3?
Yeah.
3.
Right. Is it 3? Right, I've got to do 3 then. 3.
We'll all do a triple one, shall we?
All right.
I'm running out. Oh, God.
It doesn't matter. Right. Peter Gabriel, the album that's known as Melt. The massive.
Peter Gabriel 3. Stop calling it Melt.
All right. 3 then. And it was also 3.
Can you find the word melt on it?
No.
Precisely.
No.
I rest my case.
But it was $3.99.
Bargain.
So there you go. Huge sticker, though, isn't it? It's almost the size of his head. And we got another one for $3.99. This is actually a really, really good blues compilation to pick up. The King of Blues came out, I think, 86. I think this came out, but it's got some real gems on here. Dust My Broom. What's the other song I like? Let Me In by who's singing it? Wild Child Butler. It's just got some just really good bluesy hits on here. It's a really good blues album. So yeah, back in the day, $3.99 in our price. And I think I paid £5 for this second hand. So I think I got spleeced.
I like the cover art.
It's actually a really good album, man. And I got a bit of a guilty pleasure. This was a charity shop find. don't know when, but yeah. Anyway, it's got original price ticket here on it for $4.49, and that is the Flash Dance soundtrack.
I remember that.
$4.99. So, yeah, with a huge sticker. What's all this about?
Oh, Priceless was a budget. They started putting out loads of albums on a budget label,
Right.
and the sound quality just wasn't the same.
Scratch. Right. Okay. And that was our price. Right. It's because it's an our price sticker on top of this.
Yeah, a mate of mine had Quo Hello on tape from Priceless, and it sounded like it had been recorded on a C120 tape.
Oh, geez.
Probably sounded right. But yeah. Anyway, Flash Dance. Anyway, Ian, you got 3 as well. So.
Okay, I'm one of these people that will not buy the same album twice.
I do.
But Status Quo in 1982 brought out a thing called From the Makers Of. Now, I had it on cassette. And there was a live album on that, and that tape was getting warped. But 1984, now these are all from 1984, they brought the actual live bit out on an album, live at the NEC. It was their 20th anniversary concert. And look at that. That's Quo in flow.
That's a cover. Yes.
Yes. On the back, you got the band at the time with their new drummer, Pete Kircher. And it's one of them covers where you pull the thing out, you get a little hole.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whatever way you put it in, it goes NECs in the corners.
Right.
I don't play this so much now because I've got From the Makers Of. But out of the 2 recordings and the pressings, this is the better one. Again, it's on Vertigo, of course. So that's my first one.
Glory hole.
All right. And then we've got a bit of Meatloaf. Again, I saw them on this tour.
I used to have that on CD, I think.
Yeah, this is an original Bat Out of Hell. Not Bad Attitude, sorry. Came out in 1984.
That's an album.
It's an album, yes. It's got Bad Attitude on it, Modern Girl, Nowhere Fast, Surf's Up, Piece of the Action, Jump to the Gun, Cheating in Your Dreams, Don't Leave Your Mark on Me, Silent to a Siren. For all these two are $4.99 jobbies. I love the back cover.
Ooh, that is neat.
It's pretty neat, isn't it? Yeah, it's a good album. I like that album. I play that one a lot. Now, my next one is it came out at one price and it went up because when this came out in 1984, he wasn't that really known in the UK. He wasn't as big. This album went through the roof. Now, I got this when it came out at $3.99. And about 6 weeks later, when it went to number 1, it went up to $4.99.
Yeah. It's Dancing in the Dark on that.
Yeah, it's Born in the USA, Cover Me, Darlington County, Working on the High Way, Down by Train, I'm on Fire, No Surrender, Bobby Jean, Going Down, Glory Days, My Hometown, Dance in the Dark. So this is an original.
I would say that's probably the song that sold it because it's very commercial to his.
Yeah, it was. This was one of the biggest selling. I mean, I've got probably one of Bruce Springsteen's biggest selling albums worldwide, and I played Peanuts for it.
Yeah, I've got a copy.
Yeah,
I have one too. In fact, I pulled it.
Yeah, so there's my 3. There's 3, and they're all from 1984.
Mine's a little different. Has a Red Columbia label.
Yeah, this is on the CB. This was on. Yeah, I've got all that gubbins. Yeah, mine was on the CBS label.
Yeah.
Which is a subsidiary of Columbia anyway, isn't it?
It's just interesting how, the whole industry kind of banters around like subsidiary labels. Like, oh, it's on Columbia here, but it's on this label there. All right, with that Meatloaf album, you reminded me of, and I know this is your favorite Meatloaf related album, and I have an original of Jim.
Good man. Yes, I've got that one as well.
Good. I freaking love this album. It's so good. And it was filthy cheap. Yeah, probably $5.99, $6-ish.
Yeah, I didn't pay much for mine. It was in the bargain, the permanent sale. Oh.
Came with the 7-inch of Rock and Roll Dreams Come Through.
Excellent.
That wasn't on the album. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. So, yeah. I played this to death. I think I probably prefer this over Bat Out of Hell. Honestly. Because
some of the songs did end up on Bat Out of Hell too, didn't they?
Yeah. And Bad for Good is fantastic. Lost Boys and Golden Girls is a classic for me. Love and Death of the American Guitar is just freaking hilarious. Gotta hear it. Out of the Frying Pan, Surf's Up, Dance in My Pants. You mentioned that one being kind of like your favorite call and response song that Steinman did. Good album, but
the poem when he goes, "That's no way to it." Is it? That's no way to treat an expensive music.
Treat an expensive guitar. Yeah, it's hilarious. Other people are probably going, "This is crap." I think it's hysterical. It is. So to me, it's a great album and cheap.
Yeah. How many more records do we have, fellas?
I've got a bit, so I can whiz through these.
Yeah, I got a handful.
Yeah, that's how much we got.
Okay, I'm going to show my last three, and then we'll whip round and we'll wrap this up. Yeah, we're quick fire. Right, here we go. We have here a copy of "Love Is the Thing," another Nat King Cole.
That's record. The album I was telling you about Nat King Cole that I found for $1.99.
Right. Well, price sticker on there for $5.49. Don't know where that was, but it's an original sticker for original price of that £5.49.
Yours is in way better condition than mine.
80s pressing. We have a copy of 60s Mania for $6.99, which looks like a Smith's label.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, $6.99 when this came out. I'm guessing it was probably 86, something like that. I guess all those great 60s songs on the back.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 LP set. Got a copy of Rocky 4 for $5.99 at Virgin Records. So yeah, $5.99 at Virgin Records. Rocky 4. This came out 86, I would say. Memory serves me correctly. So yeah, great songs. Burning Heart, Survivor.
Living in America.
Yeah, Living in America. James Brown.
Brilliant song. I love that song.
Eye of the Tiger is on here. What else? Hearts on Fire. Double or Nothing. No Easy Way Out. All featured in the movie. So, not a bad soundtrack. Not bad at all.
That's a pretty good soundtrack, that is.
And I got a copy of Rupert Holmes' Partners in Crime. Late 70s, this came out. We've got a Woolworths price of $4.99 up here. $4.99. So yeah, 1979, and it is a rather good album. This is.
It is an album. Yes.
Escape, known as the Pina Colada song.
Yep.
If you'd like Pina Colada. He also had a hit with Him as well, which is a great song of his. And the deep cuts are excellent as well. Partners in Crime, Lunch Hour, Drop It, Answering Machine, Got it out it yourself. In You I Trust. It's a quite a fun, and yet some of the songs are very smooth. It's laid back. It is a solid album. I highly recommend it. Rupert Holmes, Partners in Crime. I think it was his debut album. It's also his best one as well. So there you go. That's my lot. Over to you, Ian.
Right, I've got 3 gems here, all originals, of course. First one from 1982, and this cost me brand new when it came out, $3.99.
Cool. Oh my god!
Oh man!
Wow.
Damn.
This is an original copy. This is. I don't know how much this is worth an OG. I mean, it's.
You've been saving these ones, haven't you?
Yeah. And the thickness of the record.
Wow.
Really thick, and that that. See, this is what 40 odd years old now.
Mm.
You say it's a thick record.
Yeah, thickness.
They're usually quite thin in the 80s, aren't they?
Yeah, this is quite thick.
Yeah, it's quite rare.
Yeah, and it's still a great album to play. Okay, next up, this is what came out late '84. This was sort of brought out as a filler for Marillion. They'd released Fugazi, they were in the studio, but they had such a successful tour, they wanted to get some memento. So they brought out a mini LP called Reel to Reel.
I have that. It's really good.
Yeah. And guess who's on side 2? Me, because it's recorded at the Leicester de Montfort Hall.
Oh, neat.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Again, I brought this on day of release. You can tell it's day of release because look, it's in a real plain wrapper. 1984. Look at that. It's just in great condition. Yes, when he sings, and the balcony. I'm in the balcony.
Is that you screaming? Okay, got it.
Okay, that's me screaming. Now, my last one, I've saved this one to the end. Now, I don't particularly like this mix of this album, but I brought it because, of course, it's on a picture disc.
White Snake.
White Snake, the Slide It In US remix.
Interesting.
I'll get
I
it.
have the OG of that, but I don't have that.
Yeah, this is how it came out in the UK.
Oh wow!
And in I think this came out in 1985, 84, 85. And because it was a picture disc in 1984, I paid $8.99 for it, which was a lot of money for a picture disc. So
cool picture.
It is. It's the actual cover, and then on the back you've got. I mean, it's not the best place, so I brought it on CD because I like. It's nice to have it, but I don't play this very often. I don't know how much this goes for on Discogs now because the picture disc version, because it's always the remix.
Is it one-sided or both sided?
Right. It's a different running order to the UK. But I don't particularly like it because they sort of take out John Lord's keyboards and John Sykes sort of ruins the things. But I've got it because I just brought it, and now I'm so glad I have because you don't see this, and when you do at record fairs, I saw it at one in Northampton, and he wanted 150 quid for it.
Holy, jeez!
So I said to him, "Do you know how much I paid for mine in 1984?" He said, well, it's gone up. I says, yeah, but that's overinflating, mate. No one's going to play that.
Yeah.
I says, if you get, 80 quid for it, you'll do well. And I said to him, mine's in better nick than yours.
Sure.
Yeah, so I thought I'd save that one to the end, but find a picture. buying picture discs for under £10 in the day was pretty good. So yeah, I can't remember the last time I played that.
I wouldn't play it. Leave it. Play your
No.
CD.
Yeah, well, it's on my iPod now, so I very rarely listen to that mix anyway. I mean, I've got the UK mix of this, which I play because I love prefer that. I just it's too American for me.
Yeah,
This is where
I
David,
thought I had the OG vinyl. I went to go look for it, and I don't. So I must have the OG American CD.
so a bit of slide it in. £2? You're joking.
Bargain.
£2 for a blooming picture disc. I find that hard to believe.
£2 on Discogs. You know, I did that whole video on Discogs where it's like, this is worth, people are pricing this album for $400. Then there's other albums where I'm like, wow, this must be worth something. And it's like $3.50. I'm like, what? There's no rhyme or reason for some of it. Stupid. All right. Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right. Semi-speed round. We'll see if I can get through this. How about my original Kiss Love Gun album? Went from Elvis. Elvis died. I went to Kiss. I have the original Love Gun gun.
Oh, excellent.
And I think I still have, the original. You could buy a bunch of crap that's strangely overpriced for that era. Anyway, plus shipping and handling. Richard McCook is going to hate me. I have this. Is the Glare City. Holy shit. Sorry. There we go. Soft Cells, Tainted Love, back with Where Did Our Love Go?
Sure.
I think I paid $4 for this, brand new, because it's a 12-inch, but still, this sucker sells for stupid money.
It does now, yes.
Nowadays. I got my copy of David Bowie's Low at a record fair for $5.
Right.
You can't rumble at that, can you?
Oh, yeah.
Later pressing, but do I care? Nope.
No.
That's a good album. I like Low.
It's a good album. It's one of those slow growers. First time you play it, you're like, what the hell is this? But it gets better over time. My original Cure Head on the Door album.
Oh, that's my favorite Cure album.
And this was my favorite Cure until Disintegration came out, and then all bets were off.
What hits are on there, Richard?
In Between Days was the big song. That might have been the only big one. It has In Between Days, Kyoto Song, The Blood, 6 Different Ways, Push, The Baby Screams, Close to Me. That might have been the other one. A Night Like This, Screw, and Sinking.
For me, though, that is a greatest hits for me because I know every song on that album.
This is the first album I ever bought by The Cure. Then I kind of started backtracking a bit, and I've been not a Cure completist with 12 inches and all that, but album wise, I have almost every one. Last one. The Cult, Love. OG. US edition because it's on Sire, not Beggar's Banquet. But yeah, all of the goods. Still to this day, I think my favorite Cult album, but that changes depending on whatever one I'm playing. I love this album. It sounds fantastic. I kind of wish they never went into that more metal sound, but it worked for them. So be it. I like electric too. I just don't love it. I know a lot of people swear by Sonic Temple, and it's not my favorite Cult at all.
Can I show one more?
Yeah, sure.
This was my first ever import that I ever brought.
Ooh.
From Japan. But there's no Obi strip, I'm afraid. It came like this. Now, I saw a band called Bow Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And they did a song called Hurricane. And I wanted to get it. And I went in the shop. He says, we haven't got it, but I can get you it. and it's off their album Cyclone, which was never released here. And I actually paid $9.99 for this in 1987.
Nice.
It's great. I mean, I love the label. You'll love this, Richard. The flying V on it.
Oh, that is neat. Yes.
Yeah, I mean it. I've put another cover. I've put the original cover. Being Japanese, it was one of them flimsy plastic things that you just couldn't get the record in and out of. So I've put it in one because I've never seen this anywhere else. I brought some from WH Smith to keep it safe. Well, I have got the original thing, but
yeah,
the thing with them plastic ones, when you put them in and out the cover, you can damage the cover.
Mm-hmm.
So Cyclone by Val Wow.
I've never seen it. What kind of music? What is it?
It's heavy metal rock.
Okay.
They were a good band. This came out in '86.
Huh.
It was before Neil Murray joined.
Mm-hmm.
But they did when I saw them. They did Hurricane, they did Love Walks USA, and there's some great songs. I just wanted this album because you have to, So that was the very first album that I got imported, and £10 in 1987 was a lot of money.
Yeah, was.
So yeah, I thought I'd just show that one here.
Nice one.
Nice one. Right, this was.
Although I have,
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was going to show an original of Slippy Ren Wet, but I didn't.
All right. Well, this was supposed to be like an hour or so live stream, and ended up being 2 hours. So, which is fine. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. So I've enjoyed this, and thought it'd be a bit of a fun thing to go and do. So, thank you guys for the records you've shown. You've got some nice records there between you. So yeah, going back to those early years of collecting of all these gems, what we've gone through. It's been nice to sort of, talk about that. And
it was nice talking about the memories. I think I've enjoyed the memories of Richard and I being of that sort of an age. We've got a lot of memories to our records.
Of course, yeah. Yeah.
And although they were so different records, they're very similar in the stories, aren't they? Where we got them and how we got them, going to gigs, coming out the gig, and you have to go and buy the album of a band that you hadn't saw. You heard something on the telly or on something like that, or the radio, and you have to go and listen. And we had to do the research ourselves. No Google in them days, was there, Richard?
Nope.
No.
We had to buy the Music Express and the over here sounds and things like that, or you'd go into Smith's and you'd just flick through it.
Well, or you heard that song on the radio, you went out to buy the album, then you found out that's the only good song on the album, and the rest is crap. So
yeah, I've done that. I've got a few albums like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's been a lot of fun, fellas. So I want to thank you both, Richard and Ian, for jumping on this. And I don't know what we're going to do next week. I'll think of something. So I'll let you know nearer the time. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you those who've been watching. And that is it for now. So bye for now. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.